Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance, which isn't quite as early as it should be because someone forgot to set her alarm. So, glad to be here. Let me grab a drink here. I was trying to jump on here quickly to prevent the barrage of, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm fine. Just forgot to turn the alarm on and woke up 20 minutes later than usual. So here we are. Good morning, Judy. You're the first one on today. Welcome, welcome. Glad you are here. Awesome. We'll see how many of our practical rebels pop in. Good morning, Carolyn. Welcome. Glad you're here. And now since a couple of you are on, usually everybody starts rolling in all at once. So to make my life simple, since I overslept, I grabbed the same card deck as we had yesterday, the Sacred Forest deck by Denise Lynn. Welcome to whomever just popped on. Welcome, welcome. Oh, 2 more popped on. No names rolling though. 5. We're moving up. Moving on up. We just don't have, there we go. Janine, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. There's Cindy. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. And Abigail, yep. All the practical rebels popping in here. This is good. And then I laughed because I'm rushing because I don't want to keep you all waiting. And I know that everybody starts going, where is she? What happened? I'm here. Good morning, Angie. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. So as I said, I picked the same card deck just to make my life simple because I'm running late. And, I've never shown you the back of these cards. The back of these cards is pretty darn cool. So there we are with whatever version of Pegasus that is. Good morning, Gwen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Found you. Yes, I was running late. I overslept. So here we are. I think I was 3 minutes late, and I knew I was going to get the barrage of, is everything okay? So here we are. We're fine. And I'm leaving today for the UP to go visit friends. So my calendar was already a little bit pressed because I want to be out the door at a particular time. And I'm like, okay, but I'm packing as I'm getting ready. Good morning, Mary. Welcome. Glad you're here. All is well. All is well. Just overslept, which I never do. I never do. But, well, here we are. Here we are. Love this card. I think it's going to be an awesome one. I didn't even get a chance to read it ahead of time. So I get to be as surprised as you are. Thank you for all the lovely little, let's see, we got coffee, we got a sunrise, we got a smiley face, we got the hands, namaste hands. So our card for today, let's take a breath first. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Phoenix. Transmutation. Phoenix. I'm going to move it closer because I want you to see this fire. Look at that fire of transformation. Isn't that quite something? And then there's our beautiful Phoenix rising up. That was one of my favorite things about the Harry Potter movie. It was Fawkes the Phoenix, looking so bedraggled, and then would implode, and out of the ashes arise brand new, a new little baby Phoenix, which I just thought was so cool. So let's see what it has to tell us. If anybody has the deck, which I know Cindy does, is card 29. So this is our first one toward the back of the deck. So another nice deep breath. Breathing in peace. Breathing in awareness, present moment. Dropping the shoulders, wiggling a little bit, shake off the night. Here we are. All right. Phoenix. Transmutation. I'll show you the card while I read. At the edge of the forest rises a mountain. If you look in the background, you can see the mountain just under the Phoenix. The journey to the top is long and arduous. The path has boulders and landslides that make it difficult to discern what lies ahead. Yet you climb, knowing that something remarkable awaits you. As you finally reach the top, you peer over a boulder to see a large pyre. An old, tired phoenix comes into view, his wings dragging, only to heave himself into the fire. The flames leap higher and higher. As they die down, out of the ashes rises a renewed phoenix with bright colors that outshine the sun. He looks directly at you with fierce intensity before soaring off the mountaintop. Your life is changing, perhaps in ways that you didn't expect. but it is wildly wonderful. Transmutation is the act of changing from one state of being or element into another. The phoenix is legendary for his transmutation in fire. In the flames he is reborn, leaving behind his old and tired self to become a passionate, wild, and free bird. And think about the timing of this. We just had Ash Wednesday for those who are religious-oriented, Christian religious-oriented. Good morning, Bobby. Welcome. Glad you're here. So this fits right in, doesn't it? Something that you might have thought would never change is changing into something amazing. It's not an ending. Rather, it is a bright, shiny new beginning. And there's that line from a song, something along the lines of, every ending is the new beginning, or something along that same line. But think about that. So when we spend all our time lamenting the loss, the ending, we don't often turn and look at, okay, and now what awaits me? Now what awaits me? If this is no longer, what awaits me? Let's look. Situations that seemed lackluster are transmuting into fabulous opportunities. I'm going to read that line to my sister, who has been job hunting for a year. A year. Release expectations and limited thinking. Oh, I'm going to read her that line too. For things are not as they seem. The spirit of the phoenix says, a big change is at hand in your life. What feels like an ending is really a beginning. Rising out of the flames and ashes, you are entering a new cycle. Even if life seems murky in areas, this is only the clearing before a rebirth. Hang in there. The best is yet to come. And one of the things that we know about human beings is many of us, loathe change. One of the things we know about life, change is inevitable. Thank you for posting that, Cindy. I appreciate it. This is really a beginning. Every day is a new beginning. Every moment is a new beginning. Actually, I'm going to pull something out. Hang on here. I don't think he will mind me sharing this with you. Sometimes he's actually on here in the morning. So this is actually the Ash Wednesday meditation that Bishop Rayford Ray from the Episcopal Diocese of Northern Michigan delivered. And I thought we then had some interesting discussion among those of us on the call last night about what we had been taught as children and how we wanted to look at things differently. So let me just read this to you. So this is from Rayford Ray. Every year when Ash Wednesday and Lent come around, I always struggle with the extreme penitential language that accompanies most of the Christian rituals. There is a lot of groveling and verbal self-flagellation that happens, and it honestly feels a bit falsely humble. If you have to call that much attention to how horrible and sorry you are, it begins to lose a sense of authenticity. It can come across as more of an excuse and less of an act of vulnerability. Embracing the concept of original blessing as I do, and I've talked about his view of original blessing, right? And championing the belovedness of all humanity, I try to see Ash Wednesday and Lent in a different light. They give us an opportunity to look our mortality in the face. Is this not, hang on, looking mortality in the face, embracing mortality and rebirth? Be honest about the transitory nature of this short earth experience. During the traditional imposition of ashes on Ash Wednesday, the priest says some version of, remember you are dust and to dust you shall return. The dust of ashes that is referred to here is carbon. It's one of the most common and abundant elements in the known universe. If there is matter, it likely has something to do with carbon. It's not just dust to be smeared across our foreheads and blown to smithereens when we're dead. It is the sacred dust of the universe that constitutes stars and universes and galaxies beyond comprehension. Remembering we are essentially stardust has become one of the most helpful and comforting things I treasure as part of my faith tradition. It reminds me of the sacred origin I share with all that exists. It reminds me that there is ultimately no separation between any of us or anything we see around us. Under the surface, we have more in common than we have differences or separation, and our commonality begins in the mundane stuff we are built of, infused with divine light, love, and purpose. Good morning, Lucy. Humility and penitence have their place in life. It's important to learn how to interface with dependence and forgiveness in order to grow as a person. But what if this year's observation of Lent was less about how wretched we are and more about the hope of the sacredness that is found in the most basic levels of who we are, even in our temporary physical bodies? Nothing is wasted in God's divine ecology. Everything is constantly consumed and made new. Sometimes it feels like destruction, and other times it feels like rebirth. How could we possibly judge between the two? That's part of why we remember we are dust, and to dust we shall return. It's a deeply good, mysterious, and holy thing. So I loved that perspective. If any of you would be interested in joining us on Thursday evenings at 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, private message me and I'll get you the link to join us. And these are the kinds of things we talk about. I just think that's very cool. And then I did my little breath work right along with that, and it was lovely. So today, let's think about this transmutation that's going on all the time. Think about the cells of your body. They're constantly being shed and new ones generated. We're constantly being moved from who we are to who we have the potential to be. That's a lovely thing. That's nothing that has to scare us. That's a lovely thing. How wonderful that we can do that, right? So another gift. So I hope you have an awesome Friday. I am going to the UP. I will take some stuff along. Hopefully I'll remember to do a video tomorrow morning and Sunday morning. Hopefully I will be there saying hi as usual. Probably it'll happen. Besides, Sue has card decks, and I might be able to pick some of hers that I don't have and do cards out of those. So that'd be kind of fun too. So have an awesome Friday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.